G'day gamers, Wybot here, or Filthy Wybot74, with a Gears of War 3 TDM commentary. And as the title says, what I know about our mate Schneebs. Or as I'm basically going to say, what I know about little boy Schneebs. I haven't decided the title yet, but he's a little boy and what I know about him. Just to give you a bit of background on the game here, second game of the week of Gears of War 3. Yeah, I didn't do too great, but this is the most entertaining video I had. And it's, it's always entertaining because we had some good sweaty players on it. I'm not one of them. So what do I know about Schneebs and the little mate and the little person we know about Schneebs? Well, it all started when I started playing Gears of War 3 and I got an Xbox Live. Yes, I played Gears of War 1 and 2 without being on Xbox Live. Played both the campaigns insane, that's another story. But I finally got a multiplayer, change of lifestyle, wanted to change things up with my life. So I started playing Gears of War 3. And then one night, late night, I was just chatting away after having a couple of beers and playing on the map Depths, I think it was. Met a guy called Womble Rock. Now, Womble Rock, I can tell you now, great guy. And he was a better Gears of War 3 player than I was at the time. And I met a lot of great people through him. And this person, Schneebs, started coming up. He said, oh, there's Schneebs again. And Schneebs used to nemesis me quite regularly and him as well. I've got no problems in meeting that. Because, we're drunk and old. But what he used to do was join our party. Now, this happened for 3 or 4 Fridays in a row, but he'd join our party, not say anything, and make sure he searched the lobby till he was in the opposing team. And when you got two guys like me and Womble Rock who had a few beers trying to talk tactics, Stubby Schneebs on our own party, his KD was going up. And if we got 1 or 2 kills against him, he'd leave and come back again. And that's how he used to do it. He always leaves. And I didn't care much, but when this was the 4th or 5th weekend in a row that he did that, I had a few harsh things to say. And I could already deduct by the person he was, he left the party pretty much quick after. Because I didn't hold back. I can't exactly remember what I said, but pretty much scaled up with the kind of person that he is. So the thing was, Schneebs really had to go a lot of our people. And my mate Cheese showed me a video of his years ago. Years ago, when him and his young brothers were all pretending to shoot each other with stick guns. And one of his brothers is on the ground, he's trying to stick the stick up his butt. All the typical schoolboy dirty bathroom behaviour. Really just mind-numbingly stupid stuff. And that's what the kind of person Schneebs was. And by watching that video, I was able to deduct that he lived in somewhere in Sydney. I had a bit of an idea where he lived in Sydney. He did the party thing again. I blew up him again. And I pretty much just ripped into him and said, it wouldn't be hard to find you, boy. And it wouldn't be hard to make your life difficult. Because I started to know he was being a nasty character. So, you know what? Didn't hear anything from him, whatever. Didn't even really hear about him. Came back to the Gears of War 3 after a big hiatus for a while. And, yep, I hear of his Enemy Fry videos. And this is before I started doing YouTube. And I started to see the stuff he was doing. Now, I'll never forget, I've never heard Schneebs speak until I saw one of his famous S. Gary videos where he's talking about how Australians are much better war bouncers than S. Gary will ever be. And how shit S. Gary was. Yeah, whatever, boy. So, that's the first time I heard him talk. But then when I finally heard him in this party, and I was in a party with Baz, Gun Blazing Baz. And he says, Baz, join a private party now. So guess what? Baz did. Once again, got to know Baz, used him. A couple of days later, Enemy Fry video. Easy to do when you distract your mates in a party and set them up. He pretty much did that to Baz. And then, I saw Baz defending himself, and Schneebs got nasty. And so it makes you look bad. Then he did the thing with Voixel for his brother Swervers, getting to know him in the party. Swervers getting to know Voixel, became friends on Facebook, and before you know it, Voixel's private life, all up there for everybody to have a go, which school he went to, who he was, who he's seeing, being racist comments, and up there. And that video I reported to YouTube being racist, and also bullying, and having a go, and using a school without the school's permission. I don't think that video is still up. I'm not too sure because I don't know what YouTube's doing, but that is a really bad video and it needs to be gone. And then his recent one where he sent 300 messages to everybody, that was the final straw. And photoshopping the nemesis in and just him and his brothers just being, his brother Swerve's been really bad. So now it's been over a week after these things and Schneebs still hasn't done my challenge. And the best he could come back with is his comments in that video of his, which the one he disabled the likes and dislikes, was, "You're holding on to nothing, you poor pathetic old man. You look like a bald potato with a gut and a lisp. You are pathetic." And what are those tattoos of? Dicks going into arseholes. Once again, people, once again, the sexual humour or the sexual innuendos, no pun intended, coming out. This is the kind of boy that we're dealing with. Not one stepping up to my videos and I kept on calling him weak and pathetic boys. Now I stopped having a go at him, but this is what you all need to do. You all need to this week get on Xbox Live and complain about him. I don't care what it is, just make a complaint about him. Then go to his YouTube channel and flag the video and say it's inappropriate and definitely say it's falsifying on his tags. Do it. Because he's yet to come out and he'll do this again. He says he's always going away like he did before, but he comes back again. He's not going to wherever he said he was going with his so-called wife. And I don't care if he is autistic or not. It doesn't give him the right to send messages to people, kill yourselves. He does it to Arcanode and everybody else who beats him, and that's what it's all about. See, he accused me of saying I'm holding on to Gears of War 3 because it's my life. It's a hobby, boy. And the reason you're getting so nasty and aggressive because it is your life. You want to be as popular as S Imperium. You want to be as well recognised and respected as Elder Succubus or Baz. But you can't, because you don't think you're good enough. So therefore, the way you do it is by entity fried and penises in the background and betraying people. And yet, you still can't do it. And the sad thing is, Schneebly, this is what you think is your only achievement. And here's this so-called 40-year-old virgin waltzing in and getting way more respect in the Gears community and the gaming community, getting way more honor subs than you ever have or ever will, and views, and calling you out. And you can't do anything about it, boy. The only thing you can do, in my eyes, to redeem yourself at all or get any some sort of respect, is do one of my challenges. Can't be that hard for you. Hell, if a noob and a 40-year-old potato list wearing fat gutted virgin like myself can do it, why can't you, Mr. Wonder God? Why can't you? Oh, I know why. 'Cause you can't. Frag and tag, people. Keep it positive. Be good to those that own you. Please do what I ask. Make his life a living hell. Everybody turn back on him because he's done nothing but betray everybody else and be nasty about it. Let's make his life hell. And you say, why? But he has to change his account. Wait till the Xbox One comes out, kiddies. Once you definitely put enough flags on his profile, he'll only end up playing people in his like-minded ways. That's right. They can limit you that way by just going to their profile and having a go and saying the way he is. Getting enough people doing it, particularly of racism and these sexist remarks and homophobia, trust me, he'll be long gone. We can't sit here and just let this happen, gamers. Every one of you that play Gears of War in Australia, in the community, who got that message from Schneebly, send one back to him by all of us complaining to Xbox Live, blocking him and giving him a hard time, and YouTube. Trust me, he will learn. Frag and tag.